Are you married to your coin collection or your other collectibles? Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have a in sickness and in health conversation to have with you about your coins, your coin collection, whatever collectibles you have. This probably applies. And this conversation actually is going to revolve around markets shifting and personal finance more than anything else. But let's get the obvious out of the way. I know that in spite of whatever type of government statistics there are about employment and unemployment, inflation, and all these things, in a way, none of it matters because what matters is what happens to you, right? So if you are unemployed, the unemployment rate is 100%. So it doesn't really matter about all that other stuff, right? And so taking care of your personal finances is something that I think everyone should consider doing and looking into. And when it comes to your coin collection, this is something that having plans moving forward, all this stuff kind of works together, right? You want to make sure that you're in a good financial situation so that when bad times happen, you don't have to sell stuff off you don't want to. Now that's a strange intro for talking about being married to your coins and coin collection, but in sickness and in health, as the preacher says, what about in sickness and in health of the coin market? So we've spent a lot of the last 2 years talking about the crazy hot market and things going up and things going up. And a lot of people wanted guidance on what do you do, what do you not do, what do you do, what do you not do, and some people have asked more recently, now what do you do in a market that's turning south or going sideways? Do you try to time the market on things? So trying to time the market, I think, is never a good idea in anything in life. It has more to do with the fact that what you want to do is have a plan in place for what you're collecting, how you're collecting, what your goals are for your collection, and you play that plan out in all circumstances, right? And by that I mean no matter what the market is doing, you stick to your plan and go forward. The things that'll mess up your plan has more to do with your personal finance and your personal income. But the reality of your collecting habits really should be the same throughout just about any market. In other words, generally speaking, if you're satisfied with the coins and coin collection you've been putting together, there's really not a reason for you to look at the market and say, should I sell? Now, having said that, we preach and we talk about putting together more of a concise collection, getting rid of some of the old stuff that you've had a long time that you don't enjoy anymore. And so the timing for that also is usually just based on the fact that we want to get rid of the stuff we don't want anymore and just move to things that we want to keep and hold on to, right? So with that in mind, whether the market is up or down, you're going to be selling based on when you're ready to get rid of stuff and move into something new, right? So as we see the market possibly start to change, now I'm not being Nostradamus here. I'm not trying to. I'm some kind of a dumbass here. So I'm not trying to predict that the market is shifting, but I will say that economics is very contagious because it's mental. And mental things are very contagious. Ideas are very contagious. So you see how all these things start to fall like dominoes because everyone starts talking about it, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, I think as we go into the summer, we're seeing a lot of people still very strong and active in the coin market. But I do hear a lot of little murmurs from people about, oh, the economy, this, and this, and we're going to see stuff start to pull back. Now, I have predicted some downturns in some of the dollar markets, but as of this point, midsummer 2022, we haven't really seen too much of that. I've heard dealers talk about it from some of the shows they've gone to, but whether or not people are actually pulling back or not in their coin collecting, is yet to be seen. But the nice part is if you've had that plan the whole time of what I'm collecting, when I'm collecting, how I'm collecting, if you have your parameters set up, it's okay for you because as the market turns south, you can turn into the skid, as they say, and you can start buying coins as they start coming down. Once again, you don't need to try to time the market. So if you start to see a coin you've been looking at and it starts coming down in price a little bit, you don't need to sit on the bench and wait until it keeps coming down. You can buy it because you have the money to buy it, right? So once again, that goes along with the ideology that I have, which is like you're not really here to invest in coins and make money per se. You are trying to make a good purchase in whatever the current market is, right, based on your economics. So generally speaking, I'm a lot more in favor of you spending a little extra on a coin that has spectacular eye appeal than I am of you waiting to get a good deal on a coin that's kind of dogged. Because sometimes when you get a deal at a coin show from a dealer, it's because the coin's not as attractive as the other coins around it. Right? It's the opposite CAC. Right? It's the bottom third for the grade. Well, let's put it that way. So, what are your collecting habits? How have you been doing collecting? Are you putting a plan together, getting a plan together so that you can, in sickness and in health, keep buying what you like, assuming that your economics are fine for yourself, regardless of what the market is doing, right? And so we'll see what this market does. I get people asking me all the time about it, but I'm in favor of, generally speaking, getting rid of some of the old stuff that you don't want anymore, moving into a more concise collecting model for yourself. Find your real wants in life. What are the things that you really feel like you'd be satisfied owning? And if you've been collecting a long time, consider downsizing and upsizing at the same time, right? Consider getting rid of some of the other stuff that's small to buy something that's bigger for yourself. That's kind of a pride and joy type item. Anyways, guys, thanks so much. I hope you're having a great summer. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.